This summer, we built a greenhouse garden dome to help combat the difficulties of growing up in the mountains. But is it really better at growing? Well, I had to test it, and I'm here to share the results. So to simplify this test, I planted two different crops. One are beets and the other are sunflowers. Before the garden dome was built, I actually had built some raised beds, and this is where I set up my experiment. Before the garden dome was ready to go, I planted beets and sunflowers in this raised bed and thought it would be fun to compare the same plants growing inside the dome. These plants got a 2-week head start. The raised bed is lightly amended with compost, watered regularly to help them get established, and sheltered with a shade cloth to protect from the strong sun. So how are they doing? The beets did excellent under the shade cloth. After a couple of weeks of tender watering and minimizing the strong sun, the leaves grew from 3-inch seedlings to this. Leaves that are 3 inches to over 5 inches wide and over a foot tall on the plant. Now, how about the sunflowers? I'm seeing stems that are 1 inch wide, some flowers starting to open, and plants that are almost 2 feet tall. And the greenery spread is really impressive, a foot across. Definitely strong plants. It's a true experiment because I did not know what to expect. One of the things I wonder at why the sunflowers are doing so well, they have less environmental protection, so I feel like they're getting stronger and sturdier because of all the wind up here. Now let's go check in the garden dome and see how those plants did. It looks like the sunflowers are a little bit more open here, but looking at the height, it's only about 1 foot tall, about half the size of the raised bed sunflowers. And that's the tallest one. The second tallest is about 1 foot tall, and the rest, well, 6 to 8 inches pretty much. And look how skinny the stems are. Not very robust. Not quite as many leaves as the sunflowers in the raised bed outside. So overall, I feel like the sunflowers in the garden dome didn't quite grow as well. What about the garden dome beets? Well, these were a different story. Starting small, I didn't have high hopes. I was worried about the heat and wasn't sure, so I watered them a lot. But look at the height, over a foot tall, and we're talking leaves that are so broad, almost 8 inches wide, and some of them as wide as a shovel. It's amazing how well the beets did, and I didn't have those high expectations for them, but definitely one of those surprises that I'm definitely pleased with. Oh, what did I learn about the garden dome and this experiment? Well, the garden dome isn't a magic place where everything grows perfectly. It's a place that has several different ecosystems, and certain plants do well, certain plants do better outside. But a lot is doing well inside. There's the south wall that's really hot where succulents grow well. The north wall close to the pond, which shade plants do better in. There's also the ecosystem of the pond and the pond plants. So if you like different ecosystems, you like to see what grows well where, definitely follow along. There's a lot more to learn in this project with a garden dome.